Hey guys, good morning. It is a beautiful Thursday, August 6th. Joe Anthony here. Hey guys, Joe Anthony here. Good morning. Good morning. Today is a brand new day. It is August 6th, and we are excited because there's a lot to talk about. Right now, the world has been, I guess, in a defense mode. They've been trying to protect themselves from virus over the last 5 months, possibly now starting to see some clarity as to what was really going on and how many were actually recovering. I mean, a small percentage of people actually lost their lives, and the majority really have recovered. If everyone gets the flu, if everyone gets sick, we don't call that a pandemic, but it was called a pandemic. And there are doctors that are speaking out, physicians that are speaking out, saying how it is important to understand that there is a cure for COVID 19. And really, the best cure is a strong immune system and taking care of really your daily habits, getting plenty of rest, hydrating, not overindulging in recreational, we'll call it recreational liquids. So, but it really does come down to your immune system, guys, and you want to increase or enhance or optimize your performance as somebody who really needs to understand what is important. And I think that's the question, guys. We are focused on getting results, and as a independent distributor of one of the best breakthrough sciences I've ever seen over the last 100 years probably, this science, guys, is photobiomodulation, or put simply, phototherapy. It's basically getting energy from light. So if you have any way of getting energy from light, like solar panels, right? Solar panels work off of the sun's energy, right? Imagine if humans could optimize and enhance their performance like a solar panel could produce energy, right? Storing energy and absorbing it. So there is an inventor, brilliant inventor, like many other inventors that have a vision and have the idea. If you can have the thought, have the idea, you can turn it into reality. And guys, this is what's happened. About 15 years ago, there was someone who took an idea, and with that idea, guys, he turned it into an amazing, amazing technology that got results and continued to test and was able to, um, acquire a contract with the government and part of the government, the military, for Navy SEALs to optimize and enhance their performance. And that got really exciting because it's like anything else. If you've ever watched the Bourne Legacy series, Jason Bourne, and how he was an enhanced human. Like he was able to take those, whatever was in those pills, and it turned him into somebody who was optimizing his abilities physically, mentally, emotionally, in every way. And this is what we're talking about, guys. We have now, 15 years later, fast forward, we have a technology. They're patches that you wear like a band-aid. Just look at that. I like to keep them on my wrist just for this purpose of showing the audience that you are now able to put a patch on your skin like a band-aid that will optimize and enhance your performance. It gives you cognitive abilities, enhancing your mental clarity. It gives you focus. It stabilizes your mood. It gives you abundance energy, more energy than you would normally have on a regular day. It restores stem cell activity that's dormant. It puts you in a state of mental clarity that you would normally not have. You don't have to drink as much coffee. In fact, I barely can get through half a cup of real decent strong coffee like I used to, have 3, 4 cups. I used to live in Europe and have like espresso, 2 espressos to get you going. This is not a coffee high. It's not a coffee buzz. There's no jittery, shakiness to it. Your heart doesn't palpitate or any of that crazy side effect stuff, which caffeine can do. This is just optimizing and resetting, restoring your stem cells to a younger version of you when you were like, a teenager in your 20s, etc. So you have that abundant energy. It's what you do with that energy. It's what you do with the time now that you are using with that energy, right? Because now if you can focus more, imagine here's an 8-hour day and you have most workers who, and from what I've read, even knowing myself, you get paid for 8 hours. Imagine having an employee who works 8 hours or 10 hours a day, but only gives the employer maybe half that time of real actual work. Because the rest of the time, they're going to the coffee machine, going to the bathroom, taking smoke breaks, doing all kinds of non-essential, non-work, non-performing, right? Or maybe their habits, they can't focus long enough. They don't have enough energy. They're just tired. They don't, sit there and actually get work done. Now, that would be an amazing change if you could flip that and now give people the ability to have that kind of energy and that kind of focus where you could actually give your employer 8 hours. And employers would love to hire people that would be able to have this kind of energy. And this is what this LifeWave performance enhancing stem cell patches has actually done. And it actually changes a person's mood. It gives them a balanced mood where their activity is focused on doing positive things throughout the day, and the people that they surround themselves with are higher performers. They enhance their ability, whether you're looking for more fitness, you're, working out at the gym, or, just having more energy, and then you're focused. There are patches that will put you in a state of calmness, eliminating anxiety, eliminating mood disorders where people go from one extreme to another. They call that bipolar. There are so many positive results, guys, that people are experiencing all over the world. I was just looking today how many languages LifeWave as a company has translated their marketing materials into. It's like 15 languages, different languages all over the world. And why would a company want to open up distribution channels in so many different locations in the world? I mean, they're in over 120 countries, guys. This is a company that is on track to do over $1 billion. And the goal of wanting to patch, 1/7 of the Earth's population. You figure we're close to almost what is it, 7 point something, 8 billion people. Imagine that many people who are living longer quality lives, right? It's not just about living longer, right? Because who wants to be 100 but be sick and be feeble and not have a quality of life, right? It's not just quantity, but it's quality, guys. And that is what's missing in the majority of people, that they don't have a quality of life. Living younger, having a quality of life, having the energy the stamina, the mental ability to perform, staying off dementia and Alzheimer's, because most of what happens to old people as we age, we lose our mental clarity. And if you don't have your mental clarity, if you can't focus, if you can't make a list of things to do, I mean, people have to, you know, almost like write what they have to do on a regular basis. I mean, my personal goal is that when I have a commitment, I have to do something, I'm just giving people an example, but there's people who can get a week's worth of work done in 4 days, or they can get a whole week's worth in 2 days or 3 days. Compressing and focusing your time skills management. Time management is another issue, that people just don't have good time management, because that's really what it comes down to. And the reason why they don't have time management, because their mind is fragmented, it's broken up, it's not able to focus long enough, it's not able to put their energy into what's really important. And that is what is the issue with many, many companies. They're looking to hire people that have the ability to outperform the majority. And so if you have a performance enhancing technology which uses light frequency, light energy, which is free. I mean, light is free, right? You get light from the sun, it's technically free. You're not paying for it. The way that this company developed this particular technology is it is a way to store this energy. It's a way to put this energy into nano, you could call it nano product, because it's so small, it's so microscopic. I mean, you can't see it with the naked eye, but it's there. And what that does is it triggers the brain to enable and turn on dormant cells. Example is stem cells, because stem cells are the core of cellular reproduction, of regeneration, repairing, and restoration, so that we can continually repair. And I use this illustration that I've said before, and I've had this conversation with people before, is that what if, and I'm not saying, this is 100%, this is just my own way of seeing history, but what if prior to the flood, pre-flood, if people that lived back before the flood, that lived to be 500, 6, 7, 8, 900 plus years of age, what if the way their bodies continued to live, because their stem cells continually repaired and were able to regenerate, right? Producing new cells on a regular basis. Because one of the mysteries that medical science is unable to understand is why the body stops generating new cells at a certain age. What is it that stops that regenerative process at a certain age? Why doesn't it continue for 300 years or 400, 800, like it did pre-flood, like Noah, people that lived in that era, in that time period? Very fascinating that it's a mystery. And so this technology unlocks, you could say in some ways, that mystery, to at least understand that your body can live longer, but not just lengthening the years, but giving you a quality of life. Like for me right now, I've been wearing these patches for about 9 months. And in 9 months, guys, I'm going to tell you, and this really is shocking to admit this, but I look younger now than I did a year ago before I started wearing these patches. Even 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. That's shocking. That is really shocking, because I had no idea what this technology really was until it's The longer you wear this technology, what it's doing is it's letting your body continually repair and regenerate to a point where I'm not saying that I'm going to become a 20-year-old again. However, your biological clock, the inside of your body, you are restoring and regenerating, so that is really what determines how your quality of life is, what your mental capacity is. And even focusing on more well-being, focusing on positive, and surrounding yourself with people that are like you, that are positive, that have an energy that is like yours. And that's really what's so exciting about these patches, because that's why the company came up with the name LifeWave, because it's life changing. My life has changed. I see who I can become. I'm becoming. And my thoughts and my focus and who I surround myself with. And the company that put this technology together, and we're just scratching the surface, guys. I mean, this technology is still in its infant state. I mean, it's so new that we're still understanding the different uses and how it can, activate dormant cells, and how it can continually allow us to enhance our ability to perform in a variety of ways. I mean, there's no limit to what the brain can accomplish if you focus on the right stuff. You put the right stuff in, you're going to get the right stuff out. But imagine if you're putting the right stuff in and you're enhanced on top of that to boot. You've got a booster to give you that ability to perform far beyond what you would normally perform, just being average, just being, every day, just settling, for, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be. Like I remember when my father was retired. When he retired, all he did was just sit on the couch and just watch TV. It's like mentally retiring. I'm like, you know, who said that you retire at a certain age, 60, 65, 70, whatever, 72, whatever the number was, that a person, they just put that in their brain and then that's it. I'm going to retire. But imagine if you could be 80, 90, 100 and be as active as when you were 30, as when you were 40. And there are many, many examples of people in different parts of the world that live to be 100, 120, 130, even 150. But the question is the quality of life, what you do as a 70, 80, 90, 100-year-old person. And that is what these patches have been able to do, and taking, really human existence to a level that we have not seen, guys. Okay. Now, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for like-minded people who want to join a movement. This is a movement. This is not just some little temporary thing. This is a movement, guys. And this movement is so amazing that I will tell you that right now the company is growing. We're at that point in time where over the next 12 to 18 months, people are going to not just change their life in terms of their outlook and their health, but they're going to change their bank account. They're going to change their income. They're going to be able to live where they want. You can change your address. You can change what vehicle you're going to drive, and type of freedom and financial independence you can have with this company. And I am telling you right now, this is not about the money, but the money is about life changing and making better choices, having better places where you can live. It's amazing what this company has already done, and the people that have attached themselves. And all I can say, guys, is if you're listening to this, don't take this opportunity lightly. Don't let this opportunity pass you by, because this is the opportunity of opportunities. And I've been around long enough. I've seen lots of different opportunities that combine both health and wealth in a way that nobody else has this. Nobody else has what LifeWave has. They have zero competition. The founder was brilliant enough to patent it so that nobody could clone it. Nobody can create knockoffs of this technology. But the technology is so real. There's so many case studies, almost 100 case studies, guys, double-blind studies showing that this wearable technology is wearable for animals equally as humans. Whatever is happening to a human can also happen to an animal, and that is what is exciting, guys. That is totally exciting. And all I will tell you is, if you can take the opportunity to just examine this technology, and I'm going to give you a place to go. You can go at the bottom of the screen. Actually, let me put it up on the screen so everybody can see here. Let me show you where you can go. So you can go to, and I have this. This is my, this is where you can go if you want to get some more information, do some research. You can go to this foreveryoungx39.com. Now that is a place where you can get some information. You can watch another video. It kind of goes into the science. It talks a little bit about light, phototherapy, light waves, light frequency. One of the things that I will say, guys, about this whole technology is, it's great for somebody to optimize their abilities, their ability to perform. And, a lot of our own disciplines, a lot of our own habits, personality habits that we've developed over time, we are the control. We are the masters. Nobody else can make us do anything that we don't want to do. We do what we want to do. We choose what we want to choose, right? But bad choices get bad results. Bad choices result in bad consequences. Great choices, good choices result in good consequences. And many times it's like making a choice to work with a company that you can associate with yourself because you see the direction that they're going. That, and I'm not going to talk about, different strokes for different folks, right? I choose not to associate with people, for example, that smoke nicotine, right? That put nicotine in their body. That's just my preference. I choose not to. I don't drink that much. I'm not. Maybe I'm a social drinker at that, but I choose not to hang out with people. Birds of a feather flock together, right? So who you hang out with in your free time? Who do you hang out with? Who do you surround yourself with? Who do you chat on YouTube or social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, wherever you're associating, whoever your crowd is that you want to hang out with, you bring those associates into your life, and those are the people that you will be like them, or they will be like you. Birds of a feather flock together. So if you want to take your ability to perform and enhance that, who you're surrounding yourself with is going to make a difference. If I want to be smarter in one aspect of science, I have to surround myself and find people that are experts in that science. If I want to be a drug addict, all I got to do is just hang out with other drug addicts, right? And get drugs, buy drugs. It's whoever you surround yourself with. I've taught this for the last few years, because my mentor, when I came to learn this, how to optimize, for example, my social media, for me, I didn't really understand what Facebook was about until my mentor said, hey, if you just change the people that you friend, that you allow into your Facebook, it will make a huge difference if you want to use Facebook as a business. And I said, what do you mean? Well, he said, most people don't know why they add people on their Facebook. They just add people, just friend people to friend people. And then you just start having random conversations with different people. But what if you could proactively only choose to friend people on your social media, on Facebook, for example, that you have a connection with, that you share things in common with? So you have to know what things you have in common, what things you like, and like-minded people, and then you go look for them. You look for the like-minded people to share the connection, and you make connections with those people. But you have to purge all the crap, and that takes a little time. So if I had 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, whatever, I think you have 5,000 max friends on Facebook, but you can have unlimited followers. So let's just say somebody, has a bunch of people on their Facebook that they don't really even know why they're on their Facebook. They just friended them for some reason, or people I mean, I have so many people that are looking to friend me that I just discard because they're not they're not ones that I'm proactively seeking to surround myself with, because they're not like-minded. I mean, occasionally people will friend me that see a video, or that they will see a post or something that they want to follow me or friend me. That's different. But the majority, especially nowadays, is just nonsense. It's just a time waster. And that's what Facebook has become for many people, is a time waster. Unless, you surrender your pride and your ego and let somebody show you how to build a Facebook audience that is targeted to who you want. Like people, birds of a feather flock together, the people you want to surround yourself with. And that's what I would say is my goal, is to find people that I can surround myself with that are like-minded, people that have the same goals, the same visions. We have many things in common. And that's really what it's all about, guys. It's finding people. I'm not trying to convert anybody. I'm not trying to change anybody who doesn't want to change. I only am looking for people that get it, that can process the information and say, you know what, I want to optimize my performance. I want to enhance my abilities and capabilities. And if there's a way I can do that by wearing a non-invasive, non-transdermal, I mean, this patch that you wear, you put it on just like a Band-Aid, and you wear it for 12 hours a day, it can do amazing things that will just change your ability to perform as a human, and find other like-minded people to share it with. If you find that this is even remotely getting you interested, piquing your curiosity, you wonder if this could really help you, then just go to that Forever Young x39.com, check out the video there. You can send me a message, you can leave me a message. If you want to, you can even sample some of these patches. I'm going to tell you a quick story. I just sent my daughter, she's 24, I just sent her, she's been having I don't know how long, but she's been on anxiety and depression meds for long enough. I mean, a day is too long. But if that's all that people know, then that's the only solution that they will go go with, because that's what doctors prescribe. Most doctors are going to prescribe that. Or drinking alcohol to just calm your nerves at the end of the day, and that's what people will do. They'll just drink alcohol. That's what I was told when I was in a stress job. I was told, you know what, just have some alcohol, drink some alcohol, just to calm your nerves and just to calm down so that you don't have anxiety or panic attacks or any other stresses, right? Because stress lowers our immune system. When we're stressed, when we're under anxiety, the people that we surround ourselves with, all of that creates stress that lowers our immune system. And that is what LifeWave has been able to reverse, because it takes away the stress. It helps us to have more calmness, be more serene, have more sense of well-being, guys. And I sent some of these patches to my daughter, and I was having a conversation with her. So she's been wearing them for about 4 days, 4 or 5 days. And I'm really excited to see, how it can level her out, balance her, stabilize her mood. And so she can slowly wean off of some of the anxiety meds and the depression meds, because suicides have gone up 600%, guys. That's scary stuff. That is so scary, guys. Right now, over the last 6 months, suicides have gone up 600%. And I am pro-life. I believe in saving lives. That's what I've known for most of my life. I remember even when I was a kid, I always had this respect for life. One time I was swimming in a lake. I think I was maybe 14 or something, 15. And some kid was drowning, and the lifeguard either was not at his post, or there just was no lifeguard there yet. And, I just kind of swam out to this kid to just help him, and sometimes in trying to help somebody else, you get sucked up under too, and that's what was happening, because this kid was just panicking and he was just freaking out for his life, and he starts pulling me under with him. And but my initial desire was to help this kid, was to save him. And then we kind of started coming into shore a little bit, and the lifeguard and a couple other people finally got out to us, and they were able to pull us all in, pull myself and the other person in. And I think we I think we did a little mouth to mouth on him, but he was fine, But you have to have that desire to want to help people. And this company, LifeWave, its core, it's the genesis of this company was to help people, to help them have a better life, a better quality life, to be happy, to go through life happy, not sad and depressed and anxious, but to live happy and surround yourself with happy people. And that is my intention. That is my goal, is to create a movement of people who want to surround themselves with other happy people. Whatever else you do, whatever else you have as a goal, it will enhance it. It will make you achieve your goals faster, easier, because of making you feel better, being having a sense of well-being on a regular basis, guys. And that is what's so exciting. So go to foreveryoungx39.com, check that out. I will be doing a live, if my partner Wendy is feeling better. She was a little bit under the weather, so I'm hoping she's feeling better today. And we're scheduled to do a live event, and we're going to talk about one of those patches. We're actually going to feature, Wendy's going to feature a couple of the patches that help with anxiety and with different personality disorders and mood disorders, and what really prevents people from being happy, from having a sense of well-being on a daily basis. So she's going to cover that later today. I think it's about 1 o'clock Pacific and 4 Eastern. So until then, guys, I'm going to just say have an awesome mid-morning rest of your morning, and whatever time zone you're in right now. Looks like it's about 11:30 Eastern, which is where I am in wonderful, beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. So with that, guys, Joe Anthony saying peace to all of you. God bless. Enjoy your morning, and I will see you on the next live stream. Take care.